Hey, welcome to another episode. This one I'm not going over the restoration. I'm going to introduce the other two project cars I have. Well, technically I have three more, but two of them are right here. So let's check it out. So this is my daily beater. It's a '99 sedan, automatic. Purposely wanted an automatic to discourage me from modifying it, but as you can see, that didn't go as planned. When I got this car, the previous owner took really good care of the car. Um, it looked pretty much like this. It just didn't have the front mask. It didn't have the EM1 wheels, and had the original trunk lid and the original mirrors. So I did some upgrades to it. Um, I got it when the car had about 180,000 miles. As of right now, it has just over 200. I bought this car about almost 3 years ago. And the only reason why I got this car was because this car had broken down on me. Turns out there was nothing wrong with this car, which aggravated me because I wasted money on this car. But nonetheless, I got attached to it and I started messing with it. So as far as the outside goes, I got the front mask, I got the little lip, I got the EM1 wheels with some newer tires. I did the Type R mirror swap that folding mirrors. Let's see what else. Obviously, the little spoiler king spoiler, as well as the duckbill window visors, some cheap ones from eBay. And the first mod I did do when I got this car was I did the Acura EL, aka Mini 6th Gen trunk swap. So this was a pretty easy install, minimal wiring required, fairly easy. However, for those of you that are looking at King Spoiler products, if you buy any of the products and you plan on painting them, I suggest you shop otherwise, because the material that this is made out of, when it gets hot, it releases gases and it will wrinkle on you. And it starts releasing gases, you get bubbles, and it's not good material to paint with. Especially the rear roof visor. This was painted properly, but over time, when it gets hot, because this material is very soft, it releases gases and then the paint just comes right off. It doesn't bond to it because, yeah, it starts bubbling because of the material it's made out of. So let's see, what else did I do with this car? Let's check out the inside. I did a whole interior swap for the most part. This whole interior came out of an Honda Orthea Wagon 2.0 GX. I believe that's what the model name is. I did the panels, I did the front seats, and of course the matching rear seats as well. So I had to do this because when I first saw it, I just had to have it. Red and black is the theme for this car, so perfect interior to go with the theme. Panels are in good condition. This was 100% bolt-on. It was fairly easy. As far as the seats go, these seats are more narrow than the factory US seats, so the brackets are from the US spec and they just bolt right up to the seats themselves. The factory rails on the Orthea are more narrow and they will not line up. Let's see, I did the DC5 Integra steering wheel upgrade, and it was in good condition, and like a fool I did damage to it. So this yeah, that hurt, but whatever. It does have the OEM floor mats. They are dirty, I apologize. I did the red carpet swap because the original carpet was getting dirty. I did radio upgrade only because the factory radio was starting to fail on me. And oh yeah, I scored a good deal at the junkyard years ago with the suede headliner, but it's starting to fall, so I'm gonna have to get it redone. I still need a lot of panels As you can see, I painted it when I got it done. Well, when I did the swap. But over time, the paint just flakes off. So I need to get the European sedan spec interior panels so that they match the panels from the Orthea properly. So yeah, that's as far as the interior goes. So on this car, I worked my way from the inside out. Engine is bone stock single cam D16Y7. Very slow, very annoying, but good on gas. So this car is going to be K24 swapped. I already have the Type S transmission. I already have a connection for an LSD to go in. With that transmission, I have a whole bunch of drag cartel parts. So this is going to be like a drag cartel theme build. Let's see what I have. A whole bunch of K-Tune parts. I have PCI parts, and I have a lot of FCS race parts. So this car is going to have the FCS tubular front subframe. I also have the FCS tubular lower control arms. And what else from FCS? I can't even count how many FCS parts I already have for this car. But yeah, the goal for this car is K24, full bolt-on, enjoy it for a while, and then during the summer I'm going to buy the FCS all-wheel drive for this car. So this car is going to be all-wheel drive K-Series. And this will be a good how-to build series because we're going from auto to manual, from single cam to turbo K24 all-wheel drive. So hopefully this car becomes fun. I'm pretty sure it will be. And I am going to paint the car, as you can see. And I do like BMW colors, so this car is going to be painted Toronto red. I was originally planning Imola red, but I saw Toronto red and I figured, that color is more vibrant and it shifts different shades in the sun, so why not? Now onto the other project car. This one's somewhat almost done. This is the 9th gen 6.6. So this is a 2013 V6 6-speed manual, and it is painted orange Shakar metallic, if I'm pronouncing it right. It has a full P2R crate engine. Literally, like, basically the entire catalog is on this engine, and I'll show you that in a bit. Wheels are some discontinued ESR wheels. I forgot what model they are, but calipers are from Hyundai Genesis. So I upgraded the calipers and had them powder coated to match the paint, which came out really, really good, really nice. It has the full HFP kit, lip kit, front, side skirts, rear. Basically everything that you can think of. It has a splitter all around the car. It's got spats, and interior is just standard black. I haven't done much to the interior on this car. It is tuned via K-Tuner, but this car will eventually go full standalone. So this is going to get a Fuel Tech standalone. I got the FK8 shifter. That's about what I did. I haven't played with the interior much on this car. I do plan to get some really nice bucket seats, but I am not going to say what kind of seats I'm getting until I actually have them, because they're very, very expensive seats. But yeah, let's look at the engine. As you can see, I am in Cali, so that is why I still have the factory cover to hide the P2R intake manifold. So let's take this off. Set this aside. Okay. So here is basically the entire catalog from P2R. Excuse me, it's a little dirty from the cover. So it has obviously the intake manifold. It has the bigger throttle body. It has the CNC ported runners. It has CNC ported heads. It has the BC Brian Crower Stage 1 camshafts. It has Fiera valve train. It has all the little P2R billet goodies, block off plates here and there. It has obviously RV6 downpipes and J pipe and a 2.5-inch double resonated mid pipe. This is a higher compression engine, so it's 11-to-1 instead of the standard 10-to-1. It has obviously the P2R billet fuel rails, but you can't see them because they're tucked away. The block is CSS sleeved. It's got forged internals, rods, pistons. It's balanced. It has the, what else does it have? I can't really see it, but it does have an ATI damper. They also upgraded to the clear P2R covers as well. Basically the entire catalog. Almost everything here is P2R. So it's very healthy, it runs really strong, but when I got it tuned, it was restricted quite a lot. I did not have this intake on it. I had the Takeda short ram intake, and it was just choking out the engine. It was choking it out. So, and another bottleneck was I still have the 2-inch factory axle back, so that is causing a lot of back pressure on this engine, and I can feel it. But it does make power. It's quick. It's a pretty quick car, and this car is intentionally built for boost. This is a boost build, so this car will be turbocharged, and it's going to have a custom turbo setup. The turbocharger is going to sit right here. I'm planning on upgrading to a Precision Next Gen 6870. So that's what's going to be planned for this car. That is the reason why I have a half-size radiator, because the turbocharger is going to sit right here. And it's going to face forward like my other Accords. So you'll be able to see the turbo from right behind the grill. But yeah, this car, when it was tuned on the dyno, it made 272 wheel, which doesn't sound like much, but I've beaten a lot of cars that 272 wheel should not beat. Like, it really shouldn't beat. This thing takes down a lot of 370Zs with ease. So this car, the dyno does read low from what I've been told, but this car is pretty fun. Once it's boosted, it'll really show its potential. But that'll be afterwards when I restore the other 6th gen. Transmission, as far as clutch goes, it has a Clutchmaster FX 400 clutch on it, which holds up pretty good, but I already know I'm going to have to upgrade to a twin disc soon once it's turbocharged. Let's see, what else do I have planned for this car? Yeah, that's pretty much it. The motor's done. Transmission, I do have to upgrade 3rd gear, 4th gear, and install an LSD if I really want to be able to efficiently put the power down to the wheels. But regardless, even if I have all that, it's going to spin the wheels. I mean, it spins it as it is. But yeah, this car's pretty much done. However, I am going to have to repaint the engine bay because the company that sent me the paint got the pearls mixed up. It's supposed to be orange with red pearl, red flake, and a metallic, so it shifts from orange to red. And they gave me red with orange flake, and it doesn't match, and it really bothers me. Luckily, I found the company that actually made the paint for the painter that painted this car. So I am going to respray this engine bay, and of course I'm going to make an episode on it. Obviously I'm going to have to relocate the battery. I'm thinking of putting the battery down there. I'm not a fan of putting batteries in trunks. I really don't want to run a power cable all the way to the back. So this is going to get a compact lithium battery, and it's going to be right down there. And in place of the battery is going to be an FCS oil catch can that my other Accord has. And of course I have to make room because the charge piping for the intercooler is going to come straight this way and straight down. So this car is going to get a dual backdoor intercooler, just like the other Accord. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this car. So yeah, that is going to summarize up the other two project cars that I have planned. So K-Swamp, all-wheel drive, turbo Civic, but I'm going to enjoy all motor first because I've never had a K-Series before, so I want to enjoy it. And boost this and not beat on it too much. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that summarizes this little episode or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, thank you. Follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. Um, Next episode on the Accord restoration will be painting. I bought a sandblaster for that car, so I'm from the TikTok shop, so I'll be doing a TikTok product review. I'm going to be using it and see how it performs. I just bought the British Racing Green paint to paint the engine bay on the original Accord, my first Accord. I had to order the clear coat, so next episode on that car is going to be prepping and spray the engine bay. And after that episode, the next episode will be taking on that F23, tearing it down, rebuilding it with the built cylinder head, and install a whole bunch of goodies on it and a lot of how-to tutorials. So the third episode will be very useful for many of you if you're building F23s. So yeah, anyways, appreciate your time. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one.